back with more Angel. This is episode 16 of season 2. Very excited to carry on. Because, you know, the end of the season's kind of sneaking up on us now. We're actually getting surprisingly close. Only 6 left after this. But last episode was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Especially given how they ended it with Angel and Darla doing the do. And they kind of ended it in the same way Surprise in Buffy ended, with Angel doing the thing. Whether or not he's actually lost his soul again, I don't know. I don't think so, personally. Because I feel like if they were going to make him lose his soul again and become Angelus again, I don't think they do it like beat for beat exactly the same scene and setting as they did in Buffy, because then it'd just be like, well, you've just copied it. So I feel like it might be a bit of a fade count, but I'm excited to see where they go with that, because the whole Darla situation is very interesting. And yeah, we have Wesley, Cordelia and Gunn still kind of doing their own thing as well, but Cordelia's on her way to a dangerous situation, which makes me nervous. Wesley broke up with Virginia, which was kind of sad. Gunn was just doing his own thing for most of the episode, so I don't know how he's going to be brought into it. Hopefully he might be able to, like, get some people out of their sticky situations. And yeah, there was some tension with Lindsay and Lila, like always. So lots going on. Very excited to see where they take all this next, especially with Kate as well. Very nervous about Kate. We'll see what happens. So let's get into the next one. Devious. Nah.
Oh God.
I think you've said that enough times this evening.
You saved me. Sorry I couldn't do the same for you.
Go with me.
So he still has his soul, yeah?
You still have a soul.
Yeah. Good. That's the way round I prefer it.
Then
3 times.
You're
Damn.
not evil. Was it not good?
It's kind of like what Buffy said, isn't it?
It was perfect despair.
Oh.
And you were the reason.
That's basically what watching Buffyverse is like, isn't
The
it?
thing that made me what I am.
Perfect despair. Wow. He really hit it and quit. Oh God. Oh, I feel like Angel's back to himself. That's nice.
Check it out.
Hmm.
The official order on you was to stay on site.
Well, Angel did do that.
What happened?
Nothing.
Happened 3 times.
Not definitely. Gee, put your pants on. Well, I see we're a little late with that advice. I'm not your link with the powers, Angel. I never was. You got rid of that when you fired your crew. Now that's gonna be the hardest part of all of this.
Yeah, you've got some making up to do.
Yeah. It depends on whether they live through the night. And I gotta tell you, at the moment, the odds, not good.
That's true.
Hello?
Goodbye. Leave. Hello. Well, what I was saying about Voldemort in the last episode, I had the wrong plotline.
I haven't destroyed anyone's spawn. Promise.
Oh. Nah. Just use... You've got 2 eyes there. Why not use that? Oh, you're gonna have to stand up. What about your stitches? Oh dear. Virginia! Let's make up.
Invite me in. I've never been here before, Wesley. You have to invite me in. Well, perhaps if you'd shown a bit of interest. Wesley. Yes, no, absolutely. I invite you in. How do I kill him? Well, there are a number of ways. Wesley! Right, yes. it to pieces!
That's how you kill most things, so... Oh,
What was it? Went deep.
oh boy. Not everyday Angel's the awkward one, is it? So...
Yes, it did. Has the distasteful habit of injecting its demon spawn into the cranium of a human host. One of the key diagnostic symptoms, a newborn skillosh will erupt, fully grown from the skull of its human host.
Yeah.
Two guys, you saved the little girl. Welcome.
Gotta build bridges somehow. Poke him in the eye.
I'm guessing, hey, look behind you. Really not gonna run. No more must rise, honest. Listen, I've been impregnated by demon spawn before. Let's just say, didn't really work out.
Yeah. Neither did the episode. Ew, no! Ah, kill them all!
It's the visions, you see. The visions that were meant to guide you. You could turn away from them. She doesn't have that luxury. She knows and experiences the pain in this city, and because of who she is, she feels compelled to do something about it.
What, you didn't think I was gonna abandon you like this guy, did you?
No, certainly not.
Come on, English, you know you my man.
Ah.
So, I see you guys are bonded.
Fight shoulder to shoulder. You checked her pad?
I stopped by there earlier.
You enjoying your visit to 1973? Meant her message pad.
Oh, right. That's a good idea. Oh, here. Use this. You can make a rubbing of the impressions she left. See what the last thing was that she wrote.
Or we could just read the carbon.
Oh, you can do that.
Directions.
Let me see.
I like how out of place Angel feels.
Does it make sense that you would go there in the middle of the night without calling either one of you?
Pay us money.
Let's go.
All that effort you put into your hair and they just stick a third eye in it.
You had an epiphany, did you?
Yeah.
So what, you just wake up and bang?
Well, it's sort of the other
No.
way around.
I was gonna say.
Because if something happens to her, I mean something bad, I might just have me an epiphany.
Oh, hello. Reverse. Finish the job. Oh. Oh. Oh, Lindsay. Oh dear. See, reverse, that's what I said, but I didn't mean for him. Oh. I think he's a bit jealous, you know.
Her eyes are open. All three of them.
Oh, dear.
Run to the side, yeah.
Man, that's gotta hurt.
One more thing.
What's that?
I'm toppling over.
You know, a better weapon would have been probably like a sniper rifle or something. With like a vampire killing bullet. Why are you dressed like a stereotype, Lindsay?
You tell me everything.
Well, so far you've banged him more than he banged her, so... No, not again. I bet that was expensive as well.
Could have been the other one. Just be glad I had an epiphany. Mind if I borrow your truck?
Well. Put that away. Yes!
You okay?
No,
You're not.
no. It really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, long way to go yet. It's a good first step. Where did she go then? If she's in Anne's shelter, I swear to God.
Nothing we do matters. And all that matters is what we do. Because that's all there is. What we do. Now. Today. And there's no bigger meaning than the smallest act of kindness.
I've missed, like, the angel that wants redemption.
Yikes, it sounds like you've had an epiphany.
I keep saying that. I was listening.
I'm very grateful.
Oh.
I think maybe we're not alone in this.
Why?
Because I never invited you in.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about that. Oh, I like that they're patching things up. Well, everyone's patching things up. Be it injuries or whatnot.
I'm sorry.
Yay! Should have started with that, really.
I don't want you to come back and work for me. Oh. I see. I want to work for you.
You want to work for us?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why?
Shows he really means it.
Because I think I can help.
No.
Oh, no.
Why is it that I'm not on the floor this time?
Oh, he's got you. He'll always have you.
Maybe he should drive?
Let's go.
Okay, good. Yes! Okay, I really liked that episode. I thought it was fantastic. Oh, it's so good to have, like, the gang mostly back together. I like that it wasn't like, oh, okay, we're all friends again now, back to business. Angel has to, like, work his way back up, I think, to being in, like, a leadership sort of role. If he ever does have that again, I don't know. I quite like the idea of them just all being, like, equal partners in this business. But, yeah, I love that Angel wasn't evil. That's nice. And they did cause some kind of change in him, but it was, like, perfect despair, I think he said. I really, really liked that. And how that kind of theme sort of carried through some of the episode, particularly with Kate's story. I wish we'd got a bit more of Kate in this episode. I feel like Angel could have, like, checked up on her, like, halfway through or something. I don't know. Or even if she'd, like, come along for the ride to help everyone. Who knows? But never mind. But she almost sort of had perfect despair in a weird, twisted way, if you look at it from one angle. Because she was kind of at her lowest, and she took all those pills and alcohol and stuff. Angel managed to save her. And I think that caused a big turnaround in her as well. And she seemed so warm and gentle at that last scene there with Angel that I really, really loved. So hopefully they kind of built those bridges with each other again. Get that friendship back. That was really, really nice. So that was awesome. Everything with her. I wish we'd gotten a bit more of it in this episode, but that's fine. But yeah, they're definitely kind of on the way to fixing things, I think, those two. So it was a really nice scene to kind of see almost early days Angel and Kate interacting in that last scene. She seems so much more hopeful and stuff like that. And hopefully she can find a new place in the world. And yeah, I think she kind of had a perfect despair in that way, because it kind of made her kind of reevaluate her life, I think, and try and find the positives in it. So that was really nice. And the idea that she didn't invite Angel in, but he still managed to get into her apartment and save her life. Very interesting. I don't know if that's going to go anywhere, or that's just like another kind of hint at, like, maybe the powers that be and their role in things, because obviously they've played their part on several occasions, which would be cool. So we'll see if that turns into a bigger thing. I'm not sure. Even if it doesn't, I don't think it really needs to, but I liked that moment of hope. And that was the moment that gave Kate that hope and restored a bit of her faith in living. So that was really, really nice. Because we kind of seen her lose so much since, like, near the end of last season. She kind of had everything that she was living for taken away from her. So to see her, like, get that back, and be it the powers that be or whatever, some reason that Angel was allowed to enter her apartment, clearly the world isn't done with her yet, which is very, very nice, and the world wants her to make something of herself. So that was a very wholesome kind of sequence with Kate. The host, I'll talk about him quickly because he's briefly in it. I hope we get another episode soon. I'm going to say like Happy Anniversary, but I really don't mean like Happy Anniversary. I mean like that episode in a sense that the host is in it quite a lot. We see him not just in like one scene. Because I enjoy that character so much, I couldn't even tell you. He has so many funny lines. And yeah, I just really, really enjoy his presence. I hope he gets like a bigger role in a couple more episodes. In a similar vein to Happy Anniversary, but in everything else about the episode they can change, please, dear God. So yeah, it's crazy really, because I think with most other characters I'd say, they're just so one note, like do something different with them, because he's like, he cracks jokes basically, and he's a bit sassy and stuff like that, and we don't really know a lot about him, but I'm perfectly happy with that, because I think the actor's just so good, and I think the character's just so well written that you just get a sense that there's so much more to this guy than we even know. And I do think a lot of that is in the performance, even if we don't know a lot about him. I really enjoyed the host as a character. So I like that he kind of popped up. His line, what was it? Oh, keep it in your pants or something. I was a bit late on that advice. That was such a good line. So yeah, loved him turning up. We'll talk about Darla and Lindsay and all that. I did enjoy Darla's kind of smirk and satisfaction at the start when she thought Angelus was back, and then her realisation that was kind of not the case was interesting, and she kind of descended into perfect despair, I guess, because she thought she gave Angel his perfect happiness, but it was perfect despair. I thought that was interesting, and how they paralleled Buffy's reaction to when Angel became Angelus with Darla's reaction to when Angel remained Angel. So no matter what, going through that process, the two other women involved in that process had like a similar sort of reaction, like, was I not good, blah blah blah. It wasn't exactly the same, I don't think, but it was to that effect, so I quite liked that. And I think it was intentional, because obviously they paralleled that sequence from Buffy at the end of the last episode and the start of this one, so that was pretty cool. And then Darla inferring to Lindsay what happened and telling him everything that happened, and my God, he lost it. So I think that just escalates the vendetta even more between Angel and Lindsay. I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with that. And yet we'd seen Kate almost lose everything, gain it all back. Angel kind of lost everything, and he's starting to gain it back as well. And now in this episode, Darla seems to have kind of lost a lot, and Lindsay's lost a lot too. So it's kind of that weird kind of balance. Maybe it's the powers that be. But yeah, I think Lindsay's just going to be pure on raging from now on, because obviously he hated Angel for so many reasons already, but now it's kind of almost personal because he kind of has feelings for Darla. So I feel like we're going to see an even more enraged and empowered Lindsay. He's going to be even more desperate to kind of bring Angel down by any means necessary, which could be good for the kind of race he's going against, with Lila, and they're kind of racing for like promotion or whatever, because they're only going to keep one on and then kill the other one, aren't they, at Wolfram and Hart? So that might give him like an edge maybe to fight dirty, who knows, but I'm looking forward to seeing where they take that. And the fact that Darla was gone when Lindsay went home, don't know where she's gone, excited to hopefully find out. We'll see. I don't think we're quite done with the Darla stuff yet, even though Angel was like, we're done. I feel like we're going to see her again. Well, I hope we do. I don't know, it didn't feel quite finished yet to me, but maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see where they go the rest of the season, but I feel like there's a bit more for that story, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they take it, with both Darla and Lindsay. Then yeah, those demons with the third eye. I'm glad we kind of wrapped that story up. It was kind of cool that we'd had it in previous episodes. I do wish they'd just started it solely in the last one, and not had that bit in the Thin Dead Line, now that I've kind of seen it all play out. I think they could have just introduced it in the last episode, because it felt really out of place in episode 14. But still, I thought the designs of them were pretty cool, and the third eyes did actually look really great when they had like close-ups. And when they like their tongues, when they like injected it into Cordelia, really like disgusting. So I thought the designs of them and everything was kind of cool, and the fact that, you know, they were out for revenge for them removing the eye from the little girl, I thought was kind of an interesting idea. So they were a decent kind of villain to face in this episode, but it clearly was more so, I think, about Angel's epiphany and at least working on, if not entirely mending, these people that he's pushed away. Sometimes through no fault of his own, like with Kate. But I did enjoy seeing Angel back to the Angel we know and love. It was interesting how, you know, being with Darla again kind of brought about that epiphany in him. I loved him just being awkward around Wesley, like trying to make jokes and make conversation and stuff like that, and they were all just having none of it. And obviously they're still very hurt by what he did, quite rightly so. And I do like the idea that Angel's like working for them now and not, you know, he's not their employer. He's not like the boss or in charge. He's like earning their trust back and their love back and their affection back. And I think that could be an interesting kind of shift in dynamic. Because I wouldn't want it to just be, in this episode, everything's sorted and then it's like back to normal from now on. I like that there's still going to be a different kind of dynamic for God knows how long. Maybe just for the rest of the season, I don't know. Maybe the season will end with him like becoming the boss of Angel Investigations again, I don't know. But either way, I loved what they kind of did with this episode, and Angel was kind of made aware of how much things had changed, like, you know, Gunn and Wesley really getting on, which I really loved. That was a very wholesome little bit when they did like their handshake and stuff. And I'm interested in seeing where they go with this now and how Angel's going to fit in and try and earn his place back and earn his trust back. It's nice to finally see that group back together, even if it's not quite perfect yet. I think it's good that they've all had time away from Angel as well to kind of really gain that confidence and faith in themselves. So now when Angel's brought back in, I feel like it's going to be quite an unstoppable force now, those four. I'm very, very excited to see where they go with it, and is there going to be much further tension with the whole Angel thing? I don't know, but I'm very, very excited to find out. So yeah, just a fantastic episode. I absolutely loved it. Can't wait to see where we go from here with these last 6 episodes of the season, I think. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to see where we go from here. I'm just going to look up the next cycle of reactions. I think it's all Buffy, because this was all Angel. I imagine it'll be all Buffy for the next round. But I'm not entirely sure, and I always forget to check. So let me just get that up. Yes, so the next cycle of reactions is all Buffy. We have 3 Buffys next. Makes sense, because we're kind of a couple ahead on Angel now, so it makes sense to go back to Buffy for a bit. Yeah, fantastic episode. Loved it. Love that the gang's back together, but it's still not quite perfect. The stuff with Kate I found very, very satisfying, and I thought it was quite wholesome. And yeah, the Darla and Lindsay craziness. We'll see where they go with that as well, but all very exciting. Really, really loved this episode. Can't wait to see where we go from here for the rest of the season. And until my next reaction, thanks for watching.